everyone. Before we start to talk about today's topic, here's a question. If you are requested to join the annual Hunger Game activities, what would you bring with you? You need to choose 3 of them. Hebe, please answer the question.
Math, golf, and knife.
Okay. Actually, you got it 2 correct answers. And the answer will be the first aid kits, a knife, and the gloves. And in today's topic, I'm going to share about some tips that can help you to survive in the wilderness. I separate it into 4 parts. First, I will explain the meaning of the word wilderness. And secondly, I'll share some tips that can help you. And thirdly, I designed a challenge for you to test yourself. And finally, there's a conclusion. Let's get started. The first, wilderness. The wilderness means an uncultivated place only inhabited by animals. It can include places like the wasteland, the open sea, the desert, the polar region, and the forest. And today we are going to focus on the place where people are most likely to break in, the forest. Now is the 3 tips. One day you are walking happily in the forest. However, all of a sudden, you found everything changed and you are lost in the woods. The first thing you should do is no panic, and the second thing you need to do is go to find a water source. And why is water so important for us? To start with, 70% of our bodies are water, and we can go for 100 hours or 3 to 4 days without water. And the minimum water a person needs a day will be 1 liter. And it is important to know that except taking little sip all day, you should wait for 4 to 6 hours and take a big gulp, so that the body knows the drought is over. And it would be better for you to take some salts before drinking the water, because the salts can provide the electrolytes that the body needs. You may probably think of drinking the urine in a tough situation. And the study shows that 90% of our urine are water, and the other 10% are the waste from the kidney. And it include the mineral salt and the urea. Now you have water. The next thing you need to do is find a food source. People can go without food for a day, for 1 week, and don't kill over. And if you bring some food with you, you need to do some math before eating them. The minimum for a person a day will be 700 calories a day. And don't forget to finish the food that is most likely to perish soon. And then, if you happen to know some of the mushroom or berries in the forest, you can pick up them to eat. However, if you are not sure about them, the most important thing is don't consume any, because you don't want to get sick in the woods. And in the wilderness, the berries, the bugs, the eggs, the edible leaves, and the fruits are your best buddies. There's a guy called Yossi Ginsberg who survived in the Amazon forest for 3 weeks because he eats tons of eggs, ants' eggs. And it is not the time for you to be squeamish, because if you're hungry, you need lots of food. So just eat all the bugs. Now you have food and water. The next step you need to do is build a fire. Look around you. Do you bring any matches or lighters? If you have both of this stuff, you can make the process of building the fire easily. However, if you don't have any, pick up the woods. One is sharpened and other is the larger one. And then also pick the dry leaves and the sticks. And now it's time to practice the ancient technique. Put the whiskey and kindling aside and pick up the sharpened one. Start to drill for fire in the rough motion until you see the spark. It may take you a long time if it is too windy. And the only thing you can do is keep going until you see the fire. And with fire, you can cook the food and boil the water. And the light from it can repel animals at night, and the smoke can notice other that you need help in the forest. Now is the challenging part. In this part, I need to take out a pen and note your score. If you can get one answer correct, you can get 1 point. And if you miss the question, you will get 0 points. The first question is, you meet the bear in the forest. What should you do? Here are 3 options. First, the way to a bear's heart is through its stomach, so you can give it your snack bar. In this case, it will stay away from you. Secondly, run and scream loudly. And thirdly is sneak away quietly. Which one will you choose? Selena, please answer the question.
Sneak, the third one.
Yes, the correct answer is sneak away. Because the smell from the food and your noise may attract the mother bear, and it may make the situation more dangerous. And secondly, after walking for a long time, you are experiencing dehydration and you need water. What should you do? You can get water from the plant, the puddle, or the river. Which one will you choose? Cynthia. You can choose any options.
River.
Yes, the correct answer is river. Because you can make sure if the plant is poison or not, and the puddle and the calm puddle are the hotbed for all kinds of bacteria to live in. But you need to be careful when you are taking water from the river because you don't want to fall into it. And you need to go home, but you don't have a map. What can you do? First, you can go along a river or go straight in any direction. Nick, please answer the question.
Go along the river.
Yes. The correct answer is go along a river because there are usually villages next to a river, and in the village you can ask someone to give you a hand. If you can get all the answers correctly, you are the expert to survive in the mountains. And if you only make one mistake, you are good about those skills. And for those who make 2 mistakes or 3 mistakes, you need to be more careful when you walk next to the forest. And since life is an adventure, scars will be the accumulation of experience. When you conquer all the difficulties, you will see the brilliance of life. In today's presentation, I hope you can learn some useful skills if you really need them one day. And that's all from me. Thank you.